Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine. We're going to do predictions since we had the new moon, May 12th. Predictions for everyone. See what's coming in. The new moon brings endings and new beginnings. It's an accumulation, more new beginnings and endings. And then when you have the full moon, that brings an accumulation to end things at the end of the month. So we have a lot of new things coming in. So let's see. This is going to be short, not very long, but let's see what's coming in for you. So this will be predictions for May 12th, 2025, the new moon energy. All right away I'm seeing that one. Remember, I'm a psychic medium, not just a tarot card reader. So text me if you want that $10 special, because I'm still doing the $10 special. So text me for that. Okay. Spirit pulls the cards. Spirit talks to me. Spirit tells me, you know, everything I need to know. I work with real spirit. I'm not just here pulling cards, babbling, holding up a picture, babbling out of my mouth. All right. And if you're a troll, your door's on the left. You talk about me, make videos about me, post about me, you're going to suffer the consequences, period. And if you think you're not, think again. All right, so let's get started. Here we have the Two of Pentacles. This is when you're struggling with money. You see how the water is wavy in the back? So that's turbulence, a lot of turbulence, trying to manage your money. The money is inside the infinity sign, which is green. So it means that your money, you want your money to be stable. Okay, so he's balancing on one foot. The feet are green as well. He has green shoes. That means his money, it brings him peace and calm when he's able to balance it. So a lot of you are in that mode where you've had a lot of strife with money situations, but now that the new moon is here, it's going to give you new beginnings with money that are going to last. It's going to be a lot better. New things are going to come in. You're going to get a raise, a bonus. You know, you might get an unexpected check or unexpected raise or a gift of money or something like that. So I do see that coming in for you. Now we have the Seven of Swords. This is someone sneaky in your life, that they've been in your life. This is someone that lies, doesn't tell the truth. They tell you what they're telling everybody else. So you might be in a relationship like this. Now, this doesn't always pertain to love. This could be a friendship, a relationship, a workship. You know, anyone that you're involved in, that you have a friendship with or a love relationship, they're not telling you the truth. They're sneaky. This is literally the sneaky card. They're tiptoeing away, carrying the swords. They're looking over their shoulder to see who stole these, if anyone saw him steal these swords. Okay, so he promises good things. That's why the whole card is yellow. He's promising brand new things, but he never delivers. And you notice, okay, this person told me he was going to do this, that, he or she, but then it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. They keep you in stagnation. They keep you waiting. And then they're telling that to everybody else. Okay, well, now he left two swords behind, which represent evidence. Evidence is going to come out of what he's doing. The tents in the background represent social activity. So that represents that he's telling everybody else the same thing. Talks to many people online, on social media, telling everyone the exact same thing. So be careful with this person because they're not truthful. But since it's a new beginning, I see the new moon is going to put an end to this person. You're going to find out the truth. That's why the swords are here. You're going to find out truths, which will make you be able to put that to an end. Then we have the Knight of Wands. Knight are messengers of the tarot. This is a person that is a player. It could be an ex, could be a player that goes in and out of your life. Horses mean movement. So if you notice the horse, he's riding on the horse, but the horse is real hasty. He's going up and down, in and out. So this person doesn't stay. That doesn't stay. There are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it could be any sign for that matter. And you notice he's got fire burning here. So everywhere he goes, he burns people with his words, with his actions, deep thought. Maybe he's in deep thought about you or vice versa. But he does not provide what he says he's going to provide. He can come in and say, you know, I want you back. I want a relationship and all this stuff. But then he doesn't provide it. He goes right back out. Especially during Mercury retrograde, the players always come back and then they leave when Mercury goes direct. So if you have someone like this in your life that's coming in and out, most likely you need to get rid of them, because I see that they've caused drama, crying, depression. This is the Nine of Swords. Swords are restricting, cutting, confining. If you notice, the whole picture is black. This woman, man or woman, wants a new beginning. That's why they're wearing white, but they can't seem to get there. Okay, they can't seem to get there because they're in their mind, they're stuck, they're depressed, they're sad. So what does that mean? That means that you need to put all this behind, all these people behind that are causing you strife. Again, I always stress, if someone's low vibration, someone's causing you problems, heartaches, making you cry, talking about you, whatever it is that they're doing, move away from that person. You don't need that person in your life. You need to surround yourself with people that are worthy of you, worthy of being in your space, worthy of being in your life. If someone isn't worthy of you and isn't going to do right by you, then you need to get rid of that person, because this is how you'll end up. You'll end up in this depressed state. Okay, now we have the 10 of Wands. This is when someone is carrying a very heavy load. These wands represent money, love, work, friendships, relationships, stuff like that. And the man is bent over. You see, he's carrying them, but it's just too much. So he's bending over and he's in deep thought about this. There's other people sticking their hand out saying, pay my bill, lend me money, do this and do that for me. Maybe your job is putting too much on you that's not even in the job description, or relatives, friends, do this, do that. And it's just gotten to be too much, but it's in the reverse. So that means that's about to end. It means you've recognized this and you've decided, okay, I'm going to eliminate everything that doesn't work for me, eliminate all the people that are using me, that are trying to get over me, that just only want me for money or stuff like that, because that's what the new moon does. It puts endings to stuff that, is just bothersome to you, and then it starts a new beginning. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing to be in that mode. Recognize the people that are not good for you and put them out. And then here we have the card of waiting. This is, you literally got the world in your hands here. The 2 of Wands, you're waiting for love, emotion. You've worked very hard on what you have, and then you got one here in the background that's coming. So this is literally the card of waiting. If you're waiting to hear about something or someone, it's going to take a little while because it's in the reverse. So that means maybe the new moon put them out. Maybe they're not coming anymore, or maybe you've already found out what they had to say. Maybe they've already called you, and you're going to put it to a pass, because this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is Wands, are love and emotion. So it looks like maybe you, because this is a future card, it looks like maybe you found out what they had to say, you found out the message, and you're no longer waiting, you're putting it aside. And these go hand in hand together. Right here, you've decided to let go of some stuff. This is already done. So those go hand in hand together. Now we're going to do a oracle card from the Power of Love oracle deck. This is what the box looks like. These are one of my favorite decks. It's a real tiny, small deck, but the messages are so cute. The cards are so pretty. Look at that. We're going to do this one that already was flipped up. Okay, sorry, y'all. When Spirit talks to me, I have to stop and listen. Okay, so it says elevation. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration in love. There you go. That's exactly what I was talking about. Right here, you have made the conscious decision to lay down those wands, only go with what's better for you, what works for you, and leave the rest behind. That goes the same with this one here. You're leaving what no longer works for you behind. So you're elevating to a higher state, so to a higher vibration, decision to raise your vibration in love, and that pertains to all things. Raise your vibration, stay away from low vibrational people, all people that are trolls, especially on the internet, people that talk about other people, constantly bringing their name up. Those are low vibrational people. Those are people that are miserable with their life, miserable with themselves. They can't help themselves but to talk about someone else because they think it makes them look good, but all they do is become transparent. And then they lie and say, well, this person is doing this, that, when it's the complete opposite. All right, but everybody can see that. Everybody sees the truth about that. So, so just pay attention to who's doing what. The truth always spills itself because that's one of God's laws. Okay, the truth is never hidden. The truth is never hidden. That's why this card is here. The truth comes out. You cannot hide the truth. It don't matter what you get online and say and post and say, well, this is that person, da, 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 da. The truth's going to come out anyway, okay? Because that's God's law. And the more you do that, the more God will punish you, the more karma you create, okay? So be careful with creating karma, because you have to pay karma before you leave this earth. And then on judgment day, you face the second judgment, where you'll be judged for every second, every minute of every hour of every day of the things you did on earth. So you have two judgments you have to pay. You have karma here on earth, and then you have the second judgment, which is in the afterlife. So watch out. Be careful. Be careful. That's a strong warning to the people that are doing that, right? It doesn't faze me one bit. I always elevate to a higher phase. And then I just leave people in the dust, and that's what you need to do. Leave people in the dust and let them wallow in their own misery, because they're low vibration. Let them just be there wallowing, because eventually the universe puts them out. All right. Thanks for watching. If you want that $10 special, text me, and I'll get right back at you. See you later.